Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We are going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here just under 53 cents. You know, where we are right now is where we were back in April, ranging between 50 and 55 cents, and we were stuck there for over a month and a half. I'm waiting for us to break above 65 cents. That's when I'm really going to get excited about XRP. Until then, I hope we don't range in this pattern again for a long period of time, because that was very frustrating. Now, just the other day, I released a video where I was talking about the new treasury dollar. And it just so happened that that video went live right before the attempted assassination on Trump. And a lot of you in the comments section said, wow, Rich, that's very eerie. It's very creepy that you said this right now. It was just coincidence. You know, other people would tell you, oh, I had to put that video together because I knew it was going to happen. Listen, I'm not going to fill you with bullshit. It was just coincidence. And other people see this pattern as well. Presidential truth detector for dummies. Guess the common denominator. The love, lust, worship, production, perversion, worship, and weaponization of money for power. Control and destruction is the root of all evil. Don't mess with evil's money. So we know about Lincoln, assassination, successful. Kennedy, assassination, successful. Reagan and gold, assassination, attempted. Trump and crypto, but it's not crypto. It's that new U.S. Treasury dollar, assassination, attempted. So think about it like this. Does this now clear the path for Trump to bring about or announce the new treasury dollar without another assassination attempt? Because somebody's going to announce that new treasury dollar. Whether it's Biden, Trump, the treasury, we really don't know yet. But that new treasury dollar changes a lot of things. You know, I even said I would not cash out my crypto into current USD. However, I would cash it out into US Treasury dollars because it's a store of value. It's going to disrupt everything because it's going to be backed by something. We don't even know if it's going to be in paper form or digital form yet. We're just not at that point yet. But that video was nothing but just coincidence. That's all, nothing more. And you know, I see all these people all over X saying, oh, it was scripted. It wasn't real. It was all made up. Tell it to this guy's family. You know, people don't realize there's other victims here. It has been confirmed by his family that the innocent man who was killed by Trump's shooter has been identified as Corey Compertor, a former fire chief. He reportedly died shielding his wife and daughter from the bullets as the shooter took his shots at Trump. God bless this hero. So when people sit there and say that things are made up and that it's all staged, it's all bullshit. There's actual victims here. And you know, that assassination attempt, it should never even have happened. But you know, this is what happens when they know somebody is going to win in the next election. This is what happens when people in power don't want to lose power. So you all know what to do in November. Take the power away from the evil, corrupt people that are running Washington. That's the way I look at it. And now people are asking what's going to happen with the market on Monday. Mega bull market in the United States from Monday onward. I'm sure this is going to play a major factor in the market come Monday. Let's wait and see what happens. I do think it's going to be very bullish though. Note to all, everything planned 7/13/2024, Mr. Poole and many others told you. IRS website is down for maintenance this weekend. So are many banking websites. XRP, it's about to get real. Let me tell you something. Everything that's happening, even the new U.S. Treasury dollar, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters because all roads lead to XRP. You know, we stay on the current fiat system. XRP works with fiat. We go to a digital system. XRP moves digital money from point A to point B. Anything of value, XRP is going to move it. That's why I'm always so freaking bullish on this cryptocurrency. I know you think Joel Katz is a scammer, but you still can learn something from him. Take a listen to this. He's talking about payments.
How many of you know the difference between payment and settlement? Not too many? So, a couple. All right, so let me just give you just a high level on this. I go to a restaurant and I pay with my Visa card, and they let me go and they don't call the police saying that I left without paying for my food. That's a payment. But I still have to pay my credit card bill, and somebody still has to wire money to the restaurant, right, or ACH or whatever payment system they use. That payment has not been settled. Traditionally, payment and settlement have been completely bifurcated into completely separate systems. SWIFT is a payment system that doesn't do anything with settlement. And the problem with that is it makes it hard to do a good payment because, like, you don't know if the recipient, you can't check the validity of the recipient. You don't know necessarily what the fees are going to be, what the exchange rate's going to be when the payment settles. So we built a system that, and the only reason they've been separated in institutional payments is historic. These systems date back from the old days when people had giant wheels of magnetic tape, and the tape was like on the bank's transaction computer during the day, and someone would physically carry it over to the settlement computer that talked to the other banks at night. And there was no way to settle during the day because the tape had to be on the computer that was handling the bank's transactions. It had to go to the settlement computer when it was done. I'm not joking. I'm serious. If you look at your glitzy like front end application for your bank, and it's all really cool, and you can access it on your phone, and it's all really, you know, it's 21st century, but you scratch just a couple of layers below the surface, and it's like you took a time machine. If you're lucky, you're in the mid to late 70s. Like, that's when these systems that plumb the movement of money were built, and they are breaking down. Even if blockchain completely fails, even if all cryptocurrencies are a bust, the payment world is going to change because it's terrible.
Take notice how he said it's going to change with or without blockchain. But blockchain fixes so many problems at the bank. And he even said the front end is absolutely incredible, but the back end sucks. And, you know, SWIFT does not settle. And that's what's really game-changing about XRP and RippleNet technology. It also settles. And that's how you get to real-time payments as well. You know, the system that we're using right now, it's 50 plus years old, and something has to fix it. And, you know, that's why SWIFT has no choice but to work with Ripple. The problem is that the U.S. sanctioned countries using the SWIFT system. So now there's countries breaking totally away from SWIFT. They want a new system. And that's why Ripple will steal more and more business away from SWIFT over time. And that's how you get to your 3-digit XRP. It's all right there in front of you. All you got to do is wait for it to happen. New FDIC leadership may improve bank-to-crypto interactions. What I like is what they say right here. Issuing or holding as a principal crypto asset that are issued, stored, or transferred on an open, public, and or decentralized network or similar systems is highly likely to be inconsistent with safe and sound banking practices. So think about it like this, okay? They know the exchanges aren't 100% safe. Look what happened with FTX. What they're saying now is let's use the banking system for people to store their crypto assets. And let's make it safe for them to store their assets there. It fixes two problems. Number one, for people that like crypto, it gives them a safe place to keep their crypto. It would also fix the bank's problems with liquidity. They could lend out that value to other people, and then there would be interest paid on that value, which could then be passed down to the crypto investor. You see what I'm saying? It fixes a couple problems along the way. And that's why it's so important for the banks to get involved with crypto early. If they keep waiting, all of a sudden we are going to witness the banking collapse happen. And it's going to happen either way. That has to happen. And the bigger banks are going to swallow up the smaller banks before a CBDC happens, because it's going to be easier for them to onboard a handful of banks over to a CBDC. They can onboard very quick. But do you see how it all starts at the banks? And changing the banks is where you could start to fix the current financial system. It's whether or not they want to really do that. I still think they want to bring the collapse of the current system. XRP to the rescue. It's been foretold that XRP will rise from the ashes when the global economy needs it. Are we coming close? Could central banks adopt XRP? An ex-Wall Street trader weighs in. Now we know that everybody knows that XRP is the fix to the coming problem. And we know that the system is very unstable right now. And I think it's unstable by design. I think every problem you see at the bank has been created even months ago. It's been created years ago. It's been like a problem that's just been getting worse and worse over time. Ripple is a trailblazer since day one. Ripple has positioned itself as a leading vendor that can commercialize CBDCs in practice. But it's not just Ripple, it's also Stellar. Ripple has the greatest success of any private CBDC vendor, announcing multi-profile trials of CBDC systems. Ripple's little twin, Stellar, is also an established leader when it comes to CBDCs. So whenever people think that Ripple and Stellar are fighting each other, I think Ripple and Stellar are working together behind the scenes. I think that has never stopped since day one. They are solving two problems. You have Ripple solving bank problems and Stellar solving unbanked problems. In other words, the people that are still unbanked. And that's all part of leveling the playing field. Repost if you believe this is happening soon. XRP to reach $5. Now, here's the way I look at it. I think XRP is going to reach $5 plus in a typical run with nothing else happening. Right now, if we were to go into alt season, XRP would reach $5. Beyond that, if Ripple versus SEC comes to an end first, I think we go much higher. If Ripple's new stablecoin goes live first, we go much higher. I still think we're going to be looking at a $10 XRP quicker than most people think. And this is why I'm always urging you to stay patient until it happens. Because anybody out there right now, whoever is looking at the charts that do charts all day long, will tell you in the next run we will achieve $5 plus. And that's with nothing. That's with just a normal alt season happening. But it's hard to believe when we're still sitting here around 53 cents. And I really hope we don't get stuck in that same channel between 50 and 55 cents for a long period of time. I don't think we will, because I think some big announcement is coming. On top of that, I think alt season is going to begin very soon. Let's wait and see where we go from here. But you know, until it all happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.